howdy, hello. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. I am 3 hours late. I got nothing more to say. I'm not gonna go into it. Hi, howdy, hello. How you doing, Newton? What song was playing that gave you nightmares? I was away for that. What song was playing 7 minutes ago? A Catherine song? Oh, there are some spooky tracks in there. Wait, do I even have Steam open? Oh shit. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Wait, why don't I have Steam? I could have sworn I had Steam open. I was wrong. Alright. Yep. Let's see if I can actually manage a full playthrough this time. Like 5 endings, right? Considering how late I started. I don't know if I can put that out. Hello, is it gonna... Game? Okay, there we go. So, today's theme is not stabbing. Last week we were murdering a lot. Last week was a lot of murder, right? For the uninitiated, hi, howdy, hello. This is my 3rd night of playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut. I have not played the game before that, but after the first proper run-through, I was so enamored that I decided, you know what? There's the neat memory menu, and I want to have all of it. Right? So far, we got this. And some of them I've apparently done to completion. This battle, chapter 2 stuff. This stuff. Didn't do that one to its ending, but instead got to the Fury. So this one into that one. I need like the chapter 3 from that. There's probably like a chapter 3 here somewhere. Right? I'm missing a whole bunch of chapter 3 still. And still endings from chapter 2s all over the place. But I think rather than like controlling specifically, oh, I'm gonna like go for this, go for that, go for that. I like just doing a full thing. Instead of like loading, saving, renewing. Just taking from the top, you know? So that's what we're gonna do.
You're on a path in the woods.
Obviously, potential spoilers
is a cabin.
Or
and in the basement
anything
of that
I've done
cabin
these past 2
is
streams.
A princess.
I will not necessarily filter myself off my past 2 streams.
You're here.
Okay. What was... So there was... I can control to skip? I can press the skip button to skip. Was there another button to skip text? Skip? Not that I knew that. Thinking CTC, I don't know what that means. I feel like I've seen another button at some point.
Does it?
I'm okay with the world ending. I'm not doing this.
Serious?
I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, maybe I'll slay her.
Then I guess we'll...
Alright, we are not taking the blade. So my point here is not... So, initially I thought, okay, I'm just never gonna take the blade, but I might take the plate, but I'm not gonna use it. For now, we're gonna enter the basement.
The door to the...
I mean to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how
New text.
dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I hate though
There's a
that
heavy
it doesn't
chain
play
around her wrist,
this audio
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
when you do this. I'm effectively skipping an audio line whenever I try to skip, if it doesn't result in a choice first. This is such a like pretty apple. It's insane. You obviously can't see how pretty it is because I'm colorless right now, but it is so smooth. And so wonderfully red. This is literally like a Snow White apple, poison apple that looks way too good to be true. Let's talk about it first.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. FPS. What is that? I don't know. Oh, wait. Did I have that before? Advanced dialogue without selecting choices. Advanced dialogue then activates the interface. Huh. Tab. Oh. Okay. Can't believe they've been keeping it down like this. I'm getting out of here immediately.
Only making this...
Oh, but I guess I've done that, huh? You have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to...
Return. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm not getting the choice of even slaying her. Huh? That is weird.
Fine. No, we won't have any of that.
I wonder what the difference would be between first warning, then slaying, or directly slaying.
Stop that.
Well, we're going on this route first.
The blade. Move the blade.
Okay. It doesn't show the transitions in the history, but we are with the smitten now. We are currently in here, the damsel. Unquestioning commitment to her. Like, there's so much. What the fuck? Right. Last time I was here, I did just end up murdering her. So let's not murder her, I guess.
a warning before you go any further.
It still doesn't play this voice line, even if I do it the skip this way. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. I guess I know most of their types by now. I can voice them. I can make all the voices. If he can do it, if he can make all the voices by himself, I can do it too.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything.
But interesting though, right? This is apparently new.
But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart,
Right.
but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Even though I kind of did this path already, there is something different now between not even getting the choice to slay her as well.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They
But this one
must
can be
be
flipped.
expressed. Sure, yeah. Don't pay their bickering any.
Enter the basement. No blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't. She may. Oh, your spirits.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Did you hear that? And she called us a... Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Oh,
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
maybe.
Well, she killed us.
Maybe this was a difference in me not immediately exploring the dialogue tree of, hey, we've done this before. We damped the whole world, but everything just reset.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I'm sorry. No, fuck it. Just rescue her.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And
No,
even
no,
if
we're
you
gonna have
wanted
our
to
happy
unleash
ending.
her onto the world,
There's a love
despite
story.
the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
We can do it. Easy.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Watch
If her
me.
hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step
Courageously.
forward and free our beloved from her binding.
Okay, I did not roll the R's properly.
Can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight
Right, we also don't have a
depths,
weapon right
and
now.
if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh.
You wouldn't.
He
I
would. He
I'd
would.
Listen to him if I were you.
He would.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
He's so cute,
I
though.
can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
I did that one time. See this? Trap murder. Oh no! What do you mean, oh no? What? Oh no. I didn't even... Right, I murdered her, like, right around here, huh? I just went up and murdered her. Jesus, so much.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Well, guess we leave. And then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your
Yeah.
hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
You know, also realize, like, the first choice I do every playthrough is also going to be relevant in case I do end up in the cabin at the end again, huh?
We have each other. We don't need the world
music.
for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I
You'd
have
like
my
to
doubts,
think
but
that,
the
but-
choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
I love straight man narrator.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you
Hey,
wouldn't
I just
understand.
met
Our
you,
passions run
and
deeper
it's
than anything
crazy,
you will ever know.
But slay the
Are
princess.
you listening to this? You
and
don't have
call
to
me
go along with the
maybe.
every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think I got this. Open the door by yourself. I think we can open it if we try together. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a
With the
pair of
power of
teenagers in
love.
you and the princess place your hands on the door
So salty.
together. Blech.
He's so
And-
salty.
The lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade.
there's the
that's right,
blade.
There's
Let's
still a
go.
chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the
No.
table and slay her before it's too late.
I could do that, and it would probably give me a new art. But I'm not doing it.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to
love being
draw out the
contrarian.
end of the world and make me
Discovered
suffer.
that last time.
I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Just hang out together.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. obviously we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
We just stayed here and build a life together. Stop with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Oh, we need to be happy as each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need
He's
the
also
world.
easily swayed.
All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that?
I love
I
bickering
wasn't
voices.
listening. You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
See, the bickering voices remind me of my board game nights. It's literally this like, wait, I just said that. Yeah, but I didn't listen. It's so funny.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her?
No, she's just tricking us into trying to leave.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Now I want to do it even more. Trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay here. We can be happy here. We just have to want it.
But we would have to be here forever.
I would have to be here forever, huh?
I don't know you.
Oh, shit. We're slipping. Now it's suddenly my hero, but I don't really know you.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
We can get to know each other now.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
Oh no, she's gonna grab the knife and murder us.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, I don't mind.
She doesn't seem happy about this. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know.
down.
She has a point. She doesn't know us.
Oh, the music. It stopped.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. If we just showed her the contents of our heart.
Is he gonna...
She'd be happy here.
Smitten, don't fucking stab us in the heart so that we can show our heart.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards
Oh,
your chest.
no.
And then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, what the fuck? Smitten, what the fuck?
Oh, but I do.
Smitten, what the hell? You're just gonna kill us!
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
Don't narrate it. Stop it.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
What the fuck, Smitten?
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your
Smitten
ribs.
is a psychopath.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Yeah, I'm the decider.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
The fuck, Smitten?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
You think Smitten is like such a harmless voice, right? He's like saying, "Oh, I'm in love" all the time. But he's actually incredibly unhinged. He has killed us twice now. Smitten is crazy. Other voices keep us alive. Smitten, he killed us.
Your exposed heart, framed
And then
by
we
jagged
became
ribs,
unwound.
thumps rhythmically in
Or
your
we just tear
raw,
our
blooded
ribs
chest.
apart, yep.
The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
There are threats, because we had a long quiet.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
She's like, oh, you're bearing your heart because you want me to stab it.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
The princess, mesmerized,
Oh.
reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Ah, fuck. Epilogue. Wait, what? Happily ever after. Epilogue. Wait, what?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Wait, what? This is not a chapter 3. I'm not gonna look into memories. I should stop spoiling myself with, like, the memories thing. When I clearly don't know the thing we're on. The cabin is now a cathedral with her and our heart.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated.
Opportunist.
I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
I would have thought Contrarian would join us. Opportunist, huh?
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
So good. This just gets better with the dialogues between the voices.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before.
Hey, new
That's
guy, what's up?
terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you.
Wait, is Smith
We're
not
all
here?
so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Banana, alright. Howdy, Surgeon. Top left. Where's my counter? There we are. 59. 10 away from being nice. Good job on reading the tags. Welcome to Slay the Princess, stream number 3, where we try to do everything. Currently, we're being nice.
I'm going to describe the room now.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor.
It's so
An
bright in
iron
here.
chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Mhm.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
No blade. Doesn't matter if the blade is here. We didn't use it last time or the time before that she used it to kill us. Where's the voice of the smitten? He was here last time. It's not like him to be this quiet. So I don't know if you're going to talk about the mirror. Yeah, where is the smitten?
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he?
Did he die?
Okay.
Die?
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that
Is that so?
he isn't there.
Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
None of you are going to talk about the
What
mirror.
is there to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it. I see it. Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror or no
We haven't
mirror,
had
the door to the
opportunists
basement,
a lot of the
your
times, I
only way
think.
forward is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Doesn't matter if the blade's here. We didn't use it last time, and the time before that you used it to kill us.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think.
You
At the
think,
very
huh?
least, it's important.
Mm-hmm. Turn around and leave. Wouldn't that be so funny, though? Wouldn't that be so funny? Now just leaving. No, approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What, is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Reach forward.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality.
What a nice
And then
guy.
you push the door
opportunist.
open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement
Oh.
at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
So, you're gonna stumble over your usual sentence?
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
I like opportunists too,
I'm
though.
not, but I appreciate the encouragement.
It's just being nice.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time,
my.
we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
Honey, I'm home.
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
See, I just like this type of character that calls other people boss. Or chief. Or something like that. It's just a character trait I like.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Proceed up the stairs.
This hall, like the one below,
What the
is
fuck?
grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm,
What's
comforting
happening here?
light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
So this is her. This is us with her. This is us with her. This is us with her. Oh. Actually, we are in all of these. Just very sketchy.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Oh. Very crown. Again, what is this? He has not addressed this. He has not addressed the shadow.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart.
How convenient.
Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
He did really just sacrifice himself to create this space.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you.
But she is also
You're
fully in
forcibly
control
seated at the
here.
head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
I mean, it is actually kind of almost more comforting than the previous princess that was just like, yeah, let's go. Okay, sure, yay. Excuse me, get up. Silently push yourself from your seat. Slay the princess. You mentioned dinner?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright,
Oh.
and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Is the shadow the smitten? Or something? Now like an all-powerful servant?
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Hey,
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading.
huh.
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
God damn it. We couldn't escape the Friday game that makes me so hungry every time. You think the last Slay the Princess ones, the curse is broken. A Friday game that doesn't make me hungry. But here we are again, eating the feast of our lives. God dang it. What is it with Fridays and games that make me hungry?
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
Should I be smaller again? I am blocking the text, aren't I? I'll be a bit smaller. There you go.
This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
What do you mean I'm just as hungry as when I began? What the?
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
Oh. I see. It's that kind of meal.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good.
We
Again,
didn't have a choice.
You
to
tear into
refuse.
golden, crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
That's the worry, isn't it? Being here, staying here, we could only ever experience the same things.
A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. and then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
I feel bad for her. She wants, like, this place to be nice, but she can't really do it, huh?
And so the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
Always look on the bright side.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat.
Should have chosen one of those other explore options first, huh?
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened.
She's still a prisoner.
I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Huh. What just happened? Did you make the torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. What is this place? What are we supposed... Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Ah. It is the smitten. But rather than a faithful servant, he is effectively holding her a prisoner of his ideal life, huh? Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light.
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
God, again, like every path in this game is so good. I feel almost more unsettled with this than with anything else.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
Yes, I love games. I'm great at them.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
And then we're gonna play again and again.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing. I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know?
Is that bad? Having fun? Filling
What,
time?
you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
And this description too shall rend itself asunder.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom! And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Very short description for the second game.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
Whoosh. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
This is terrifyingly sad. This kind of hurts. This kind of hurts a lot.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board.
It's making it more complicated.
More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
Smitten, you
This is-
motherfucker.
Awful. Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive
That's why Petunis
and
is
realise
here.
how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
This is depressing. He said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Smitten is
Is she
the
talking about a
fucking
real voice?
worst.
Like us, but we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Fucking Smitten is the worst. What is this place? Hey Shadow, don't you have anything to say?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. Giving
What's
us
this
the
V?
cold shoulder, I say, asserting his dominance in the power structure. Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
Just
He says he's
stay here.
tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
And are you happy? We still don't know each other.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
She is
She's being defensive.
so...
And we all know being defensive is a
Out of
sign
control.
of weakness.
I think that's the most unsettling thing about this, isn't it? Everywhere else, in some manner, she is still in control. The only opposing force of her, we. But now there's effectively a third party. Oh, we've eaten, we've played games, now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Talk? Dance?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait. What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room.
Always the optimist.
And wait. This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No.
And the other part, right? Even the narrator isn't pushing. He's also realizing this is all wrong.
Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Whatever the shadow's been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out. We don't have to let it go out. Again, so many choices, and I want them all. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I'm sorry. I feel like all of this is my fault.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way.
God, now that really sounds like a domestic life gone wrong.
I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. Just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods. No, slay the princess, say nothing. Of course.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Offer her your hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss. Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world. Well, this is less work for us anyways. Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? No boss anymore, no one left to tell us what to do. I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening, until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Goodbye. What the fuck kind of route did I get into? This truly did just feel like the end. Like my other ends. But different. Every time, huh? But you do not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I think I was supposed to look at the mirror,
Something dreadful. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
buddy. Always taking sides.
Does this mean we won? You're right. She's... I'm begging you.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. It's you.
Something finds me. Yes. Nerves. This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself. I'm sorry. There are some changes that I promise. I
don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. I have only nothing. I have not.
Well, time to
She
make me forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
But I will.
You're on a path.
Man, what a fucking first thing to do. Well, I said, I don't think I'll be able to do a full, 5 rounds today. Jesus. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Okay, getting you... Oh. Can't believe they're keeping you down here like this.
You're only making...
Okay.
You try your shout. You make your...
Now it's giving me the slay the princess option. Why didn't it before? I said I'm not gonna load a lot, but I think I know why. Is it specifically this dialogue?
How many times... You're...
Okay.
It is. Huh.
Fine. No.
So I can warn her still.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward.
But I can't resist.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Interesting. So the first one would have been a straight backstab. And then this one is a battle with her acknowledging that our will has betrayed us, but still taking it pretty badly.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
So this was happily ever after. Everything you didn't know you wanted. And of course, still missing. Deduce the identity of the shadow with the help of a nervous voice. I mean, keep the last flame lit forever. It's finally over. Leave with her hand not in hand. And then the last ones. I see. So this is keep the last flame lit forever, huh? And then this is going out. So this should lead me either into the beast or... 1 second. Right, so this should lead probably either into the beast, the witch, or the razor? Probably the witch, right? I mean, look at her. I mean, come on. Gotta be her, right? Although this one... spooky.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours
to get a
both
good hit on her?
seep into the fabric.
Jesus.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. It is the witch. Okay, okay.
You're on a path.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that almost... The blade is your
So, the last time I was here, we got eaten by the house. Fight her until the world itself swallows you up. And then we moved into the wild. Okay. Make a peace offering. So I can get her chapter 2 ending. Or I can move on to something else. Might be the wild, might be something else. Here's what I'm wondering, right? So this one led into this or into this. Slaying her, not slaying her, keeping her around. But also, there's a waterway instead of a fireway, huh? Right, the chapter 3 cage. An open or watchful heart. Sometimes the only way to break a vicious cycle is to put your heart on the line. So maybe this does go into this one. And this one goes into this one. Otherwise to death nature and let it swallow you whole. And then this one into this one, or this one into this one. But where does this one go into then? I don't know. Anyway.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's death, but he says there isn't one.
The opportunist.
That's got to count for something, right?
Acting a bit differently than he did before. Now trust my eyes. Why would he lie about the mirror not being a mirror? What is it?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin and we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it. Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I still don't get quite the point of the chapter 2 mirror.
You walk.
Oops.
It's really. You reach forward and, well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Down to the basement.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yeah, but also last time, the blade just appeared in front of us and we were forced to use it.
The door to the basement creaks open, with the weak stuff. The air smells her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized.
I'm not
But
nasty.
you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming.
She must have you confused with some. She seems. You can't. Look, I'm just throwing ideas. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? You need to stop lingering. Fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss, man.
Thank you. You can just make out the
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
Oh, did I bring
She's
the
acting
knife
like
last
the two
time?
of you already know each other.
Did I bring the knife last time? How did I get to the witch last time? Because I don't think I got there the way I did it this time. And that always, like, subtly affects, like, your own decision making, right? What the fuck? There's so many others. Is a princess. Find the tower. Find the damsel. Oh, whoops. Find the nightmare. Find the prisoner. Find the specter. Find the razor. Find the witch. Find the beast. Find the adversary. Find the stranger. Thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. Huh. Still haven't done a couple of chapter 1 things. 1, 2, right? Adversary, tower, specter, nightmare, razor, beast, witch, stranger, prisoner, damsel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder if any of the chapter 2 ones are new to Pristine edition or Pristine cut, and only like chapter 3 ones got added or something. I could imagine like previously, like there might be like 2 new ones or something. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Huh. So yeah, the tower when she overwhelmingly beats you. Oh shit. God, she's so hot in this one. I mean, what? The tower when she overwhelmingly beats you. The razor when you kill her, but then are unsure of yourself and she wakes up again. That's why she's like the hidden blades one. The specter, when you kill her and you think she died, kind of. The prisoner, when she is forced to kill you after you showing her mercy. The damsel, when you are forced to kill her after not trying to kill her. The nightmare, when you try to lock her away. Like, and this one's creepy as fuck. The witch, which is just the biting part, huh? Okay, when you betray her in that route. And the beast, when you betray her in this route. I think that's it, right? Like, damsel not betraying, witch betraying, beast betraying, prisoner not betraying. tower, trying to go for a kill after doubting yourself too much. Adversary, trying to go for a kill, but it's a fair fight. Like a straight up kill. But questioning a little bit, I guess? Spectre just killing her. Razor just killing her and then doubting herself. Stranger walking away. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Huh. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. What could those be?
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Did I also try to go for damsel and then failed because I couldn't select it?
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
So last time, look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I'm sure you make mistakes. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill. Why don't we talk it out? I died last time, and you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. You had to get out of those trains on your own, so those trains didn't stop you last time, and they don't stop you now. Whatever nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. I don't trust you. Okay. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay. So when the best say neither of us is gonna get anywhere if we can't trust each other, unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
That's the opportunist.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't know, man. She killed us last time. She gets freedom. I get not being dead. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Okay.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Such a W smirk.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
We should just lift our hands up. Show her that we don't have anything.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Nice tail, right? Right? Looks good.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Don't be like this opportunist.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
No, I trust her.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Exactly.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Step under the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
See, the problem is, if we're in front right now, and would want to betray her, we would be the first to the knife, but she would see us, and attack us first. If she went up first, she would be the first up. She could grab the knife, threaten us with it, right? No matter what, we're fucked. So might as well be the better person. Go up first, and not grab the knife.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Mm-hmm. I think it's for you.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
What the fuck, yo?
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Why did you do that?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself.
She wanted to also betray me.
She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
It's like, I'm not an optimist anymore. This sucks.
You were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done.
Yeah, of course
Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
2 of 4. What the hell was that for? It's time to get you out of here.
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Damn. I feel like that's not worth it on your end. Just saying.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Really? Could only one of us?
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming.
I want to go back and
Thanks
see
for
if you
looking
would have
out
really
for
done
us."
that.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
You would have just grabbed the blade first, opportunist.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, if we're unarmed, then she is armed by her nature, and we are not.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh no, did you also break your back?
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Oh, you idiot.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly
Damn.
seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Ugh. Pain in the ass.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is this really gonna be the wild again because the body's fusing? I hope not. We've seen both parts of the wild now. If this will be the wild again, I might actually reload because we have actually seen every part of it. We've seen the getting into her, right? We've seen stabbing her, we've seen taking her. Curious and beautiful heart, a scarred and beautiful heart. Woven eyes, wounded eyes, yeah. Yeah, look, like her ribs are open exactly like we ripped open ours with the smitten. We're so feathery. Weathered heart held in ribbons. What does that mean? Held in ribbons. Oh, God, there's also so many for the Fury still. Jesus. So many outcomes. Some are like more clear cut than others, right? This is a very clear cut. Okay, There's one branch, and then there's another branch, and then it's done, right? Make a peace offering to someone you betrayed. But I thought I did. How is this not... How have I not done this? Damn, that's wrong. Wait, what? But I thought this was the cabin, like... I don't know. I don't know what happened here last time.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
What the fuck? How was this one the witch normal ending?
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
The fuck? Okay, this one seems weird to me. How is this the witch normal ending? This one's kind of disappointing.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Like, we didn't manage to get out together. We would have died, right? Normally, this should lead us into a chapter 3. Okay.
She's gone. This doesn't feel right. It feels...
Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. Those paths lead to... I'm sorry. Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Okay, no waiting.
I will long for your return.
Okay. Continue. So what actually happens now? Ah. I don't get the option. I don't get the option. I'm here to save you. Huh.
You are? It's... okay.
And I can't save her. I can talk to her. I can't save her. They're not even grayed out. All options of trying to save her are out because it's trying to save her only ever leads to damsel or witch, and both of those are closed off now. It's interesting that in a single playthrough you also can't have the same chapter 2 twice. Makes sense with 10 of them. Don't need to. Okay, and trying to go back. Is beast, right? I think that's the other thing. I think trying to go back leads to beast. And then locked away, of course, the nightmare. Which... I mean, she's cute, but oh god, Jesus, we also haven't like done fucking jack shit here. Is that one then led into the Wraith? This one's another short one. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
So a lot of the explore dialogue options here just either restrict or give you access to some other routes, I guess, instead of like changing anything else.
Slip these chains?
Okay. Yeah, we've seen this one. AKA, yeah, this is the beast one. Right? You like... Oh, no, huh? Wait, on this... Hmm? Do you not even see her in this one? Like, she has her chain here. She's also not. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds?
But it is new.
She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Oh my god, you idiots. Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead. Lock her away. No go back choice on this choice.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy
Maybe
wooden
this
table
does
that
lead
once held the
to
blade.
nightmare after all.
Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to what isn't long before you
Yeah,
know
okay,
you're
never
still
mind.
there.
Okay, well, we accidentally
Make
got
things
into
easier on yourself.
nightmare.
It's not like this little door will hold for very...
Interesting. Do I load? Well, I might... No, like, why would I, right? We've still got a lot to experience in the other routes. Might as well do it. Bang on the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster.
Do you think losing an arm is actually enough to do me in? I can always find another. I'm not as frail as you think.
You You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence
How
in the
could
cabin.
you fall asleep?
The rock. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful base.
Yeah, alright. It's gonna kill me again!
Again? People. Those are two very different. Just be. She is just.
Just being around to shut down all my organs.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because.
Huh, so I did, like, go into this.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just. People lock. Look. Great.
I'm gonna go leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Huh. So you can only abandon her in chapter 1. You can only leave in chapter 1. What if... But this is obviously the voice of the long quiet. Of the shifting mound or whatever, right? So what if you did this in your first run on a chapter 2? Do I want to speedrun try that out? Oh, no. Maybe I will remember to do such a thing later.
A warning. The interior of the cat.
I think I took the blade with me last time. Because I do remember stabbing her with it, right? See this? That's a blade right here. As I said, we're not doing murder if we can avoid it. Enter the basement.
Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favours. You cross over the threshold.
I'm just gonna kill her. Master Narrator seems I can do it. Don't know why y'all are being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Fuck it, we ball.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
Well, something would happen, and something clearly did. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
Should be anywhere there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. I'm really not going to comment on how weird this place is. No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
Well, last time we went left. Let's go right.
You turn to the right.
It is exactly the same, huh?
You turn back to the stairs, a faintly outlined path.
There you are.
Right. I'm gonna do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you.
Your vision cuts out as your blood... Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air. What are you doing? I'm working. And then experience... Okay, whatever you were doing. Are you sure about... You have sex. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again.
Can't decide, but oh well.
If she isn't attacked, the why doesn't matter. She's already... And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not having you live. I'm not gonna try and kill you, so do your worst. Remain with your nightmare.
Heart,
Let's go out of here together. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together. Run.
liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart,
So,
lungs, liver,
both of these seem like nightmare endings, yeah.
liver,
Because
nerves,
killing her and then killing ourselves.
liver, nerves,
Oh god, he's still doing it.
lungs, liver.
Killing her and then killing ourselves seems to go into this, and this is like a self-contained choice, right?
Nerves,
Either you fall down or you don't.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, 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 liver, nerves,
Yeah, and then for this one, it seems like these are the main two choices.
liver,
Okay.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
I'm
lungs,
not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try and kill you. So,
liver,
do you watch it?
nerves,
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
lungs,
I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
lungs, liver, nerves. She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it
Oh,
down.
Jesus!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you.
Okay.
Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
The remixes of the main theme are always so good.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
What the fuck?
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Right, what is happening?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But it doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3. Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7, Chapter 8, Chapter 9, Chapter 10, Chapter 11. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the...
What
Shit.
the
Shit.
fuck?
What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
That's not what I expected to happen. I'm guessing this falls still under the nightmare then, huh? As a Chapter 2 kind of deal. Just like the adversary and the fury was like, again.
There was a princess, I think.
The broken.
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
I only remember the broken from the tower and the fury.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out.
No, opportunist.
It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed
Everybody's
to keep her
here.
trapped there forever. I think.
Everybody's here, and they're quiet disagreeing.
We're supposed to be
The
unfeeling.
cold.
How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much
Haunted.
fear everywhere. There's nothing for
Hey,
us to
contrary.
do. We've already tried everything.
Don't tell me Smitten is here too.
We love her, so we have to set her
goddamn it.
free.
Everyone's here.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Skeptic. There is a dedicated one for everything, right? Stubborn, broken, cold, paranoid, hunted, opportunist. Don't remember the Spectre one. Smitten. I don't remember the prisoner, stranger, or razor one. Or this one. So, paranoid, broken. Opportunist, stubborn, cold. Hunted, contrarian, smitten. Oh, of course, the contrarian is... Contrarian is, the stranger. So, smitten, contrarian, opportunist, hunted, skeptic, paranoid, broken, or cold between these two. Oh no, broken is this one. Stubborn. Cold is one of these two. Probably the Spectre one then. And then what was prisoner one?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us?
Cheated.
There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Maybe Spectre was cheated? And Prisoner is cold? Or is Razor cheated? And Prisoner or Spectre is skeptic.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. The only way out is to do nothing. So nothing I will do. Stay where you are. How many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
No, I
You
wasn't.
did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Oh, damn.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Why not both?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
Oh.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
I'm gonna proceed. Should I do the explorer? I'll do the explorer. I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
Do I have to?
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
Of course he says that.
He's worse than her.
Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin.
The fuck?
Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill.
Chapter 3 mirror again.
No, this isn't right.
What about?
There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin
Oh,
there.
geez, it even has gaps underneath.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there.
On the wall. Well, not on the wall.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work?
Yeah, don't do anything specific. Just keep on going. Advance the story.
Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Of course.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Wow. Take it. It's the only way forward. You already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade. Dang it. I don't want it, though. This one only works with the blade, apparently.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
What's up, girly?
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness.
Do I?
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her
Is it
hand.
gonna be grayed out? It's gonna be grayed out. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago, but that was something you. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Damn. Really no other ending? It's a bit sad.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
I didn't have a choice, buddy.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted.
Why is it
slumps.
so cold?
I'm guessing there is no sticking around.
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work? No. Nothing ever works.
I said I wouldn't reload, but now I reloaded it because I really want to know.
Boo! You're the worst one.
He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them. He'll get you killed by himself.
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now.
As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity. My point exactly.
Okay, so it doesn't.
You
change
slowly
anything.
make your way through the umbral, but eventually they've been heard to. You walk up the hill,
Right.
hesitate,
Sad.
proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to. Of course it'll work. He.
Yep. Okay, there's no other ending here.
You extend your hand. She's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her.
Oh god, right. In this one we have all the voices delivering a mirror commentary.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Oh. Yeah, it's just everybody is just in it. You step towards the mirror once more, secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready.
Normally they're so scared of the mirror.
It feels okay.
Normally they're so terrified of the mirror.
Fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth.
Okay.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here.
Yeah, right.
Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silent as you reach forward, they're gone once again. You've withered.
I am a grow.
Alright. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is awaiting Maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. I will be here when it is time.
I want to know how I get. I don't know. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains and always leave a means of easy egress. Oh, yeah. The moment of clarity, bear witness to one's darkest fears. Huh. I wonder. Give me 1 second. So, does the razor really not have anything else then? This is a pure chapter 2 one. Heart beating free. Heart in the cage of iron. So this does have 2 variations. The moment of clarity, bear witness to one's darkest fears. Huh. These are the same woods. This isn't the same cabin. You were just an object, a tool. He was something else a long time ago. Or was it something you or just adulterated memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. And that's the end. I wonder what we're gonna do next. Yeah, this one's a very one-note chapter 3. Yeah, and then getting out with her. So this one into this one. Broken eyes, confident eyes. Still two different ways about it. The damsel going into the gray or the happily ever after is really interesting. God, this one was so hauntingly sad and beautiful. What the fuck? We still haven't really done anything here. And despite getting this one's ending, we also haven't really seen anything here. Chapter 2s are so full of stuff.
You make your way.
Alright, enter the basement.
You must...
Let's talk a bit.
Okay.
Can't rescue her. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
Leaving her alive is too risky. So I'm the only one who liked.
And there's no other choice. It's just to
Thank
choose the
you.
blade.
You turn back to the stair.
And there's no... let's lock her up.
Your
Let's
eyes
finish this.
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you. Again, no other choice.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Investigate the arm.
You step forwards
It's
to
fake,
investigate
but-
the severed limb.
Let's do it anyway.
A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Holy shit. What is she?
And there's only giving up. There's no fighting back.
Are you serious? As the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers can no longer hold the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense lying useless beside
Maybe continuing to
you.
fight
in a
would have
pool of
led
your
into
cooling blood.
a witch chapter.
I suppose you just lacked
which is
the
forbidden.
will to fight back.
Or perhaps even an adversary one. Hey, look at this art. She is lacking the arm. As opposed to this art, where she isn't lacking the arm. Huh.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I thought you said she wasn't armed should have been this screenshot where she literally is missing an arm. Yep, the beast.
You're on a path.
Okay, what do I not want to happen? I don't want her to eat me.
You're here to slay.
Enter the basement. No weapon.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this?
if I don't move, do I just die? And go into chapter 3? Maybe. We don't have to kill each other, you know that, right?
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
If I land in the wild again, I will back off, because obviously there's nothing for me here.
I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining, the liquid pooling beneath you starts.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place.
The flesh of...
But you...
She stops. Her chain.
But even then, it didn't...
Gravity pull.
And then I learned...
Does that what? You really? We don't have...
Yeah, so death is that. But what if she does leave? Fine, you can leave.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then... And then... It's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You can feel it churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you're ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Huh, so that is the full beast form. That was quick. Definitely the most monstrous one, right? This one. Demonic. Hot, right? This one. Giant. Hot, right? This one. Ghost wife. Hot. This one. Scary ghost wife. Kinda hot. This one. Metal wife. Kind of cute. This one a bit less so. This one's spooky. This one, pretty hot. This one. Poor her. We didn't get to see through her eyes at the end of everything, right? Because it was the first one we did here. Which then led into this one. And this one, the same. And this one's also cute. Free her. Make your way to her heart and end this. Fight her to the death. Right, if I had the knife again.
This place is cold.
Oh, very quick chapter 2. You can make some very quick ones. Holy shit, this was so fast.
She's gone. And is that a... But it feels so bad. Okay.
You've withered, or what was it? You've unraveled, right? Uno más.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
Wait, what?
We're supposed to be there.
Wait, why is this new?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Wait, what the fuck? Why is this new? Wait, what the fuck? How is... Huh? Why is this new?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Why is this different now? There's trees and stars, and they're people. I think at least they're people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
What are your thoughts on this, Hassel?
This one is consumed by instinct, a predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a cunning heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater. We are real. One. Whatever you...
Alright.
The next time I see you,
Still have to wonder.
I'm talking about... Don't... Look, while I... Does it? Oh, are you sick? Of course. Yes. It's... Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way.
No, is not taking the blade going to be grayed out? Because there's got to be 5-5, right? Between
The
taking the blade
interior
and
of the
not
cabin
taking
is
the
all...
blade. Like, this is not taking the blade. Oh wait, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, with this one going away. So not taking the blade, not taking the blade, not taking the blade and going back for the blade. Blocking it away regardless. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no. I don't know. This is taking the blade. 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 And this is taking the blade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Versus 1, 2, 3. And these two are independent. Huh. Interesting.
The blade is...
I cannot not take the blade. So much for my attempts at non-violence.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the base...
What do I want then? Can't go back here. I want to be nice, kind of, maybe.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
So tighten your grip and then drop it. Leads to tower. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against you. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just...
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Too long.
She hesitates before answering.
Do you?
I know what I've been told, whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But
how
this
would I get you out of
isn't
here?
talking.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can...
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting she is.
What was... So this leads into the prisoner, and then if I were to try to betray her, it would lead into... What would it lead into? Adversary? I would have thought like witch or something, but... Or razor?
Oh, have you decided what to do?
I'm getting out of here.
Oh, you have to be.
That would be fine. I can...
You make your way back to the...
Again, you could try to slay her. What do you go into then? I feel like it would be either adversary or tower. But I ain't about that life.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess. No, we won't.
Okay, but I do want to know. What it goes into. But I don't... No, I'm sticking to my theme today. Right? I want to stick to my theme.
Stop that. the blade.
You're doing your...
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Right, this one
There's
is the
got to be a
skeptic.
way out of here. For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
This one's the skeptic, I see. Which means, what are you then? Are you the cold? Probably. Or you.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear you. And as far as trying to... Those are two very... Let's say for a moment, you died last time, which... The absolute irony. You really don't remember what happened last... That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. Which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy... But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Ah, the professionals of standards.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds... What do you mean? Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got... If it's the... Do you think that... What a con... Oh, how I wish that were the case. But if the princess won't assert... You're talking... No, I'm talking... Just be quick about it. She just can. You haven't given us an... What proof? Literally...
Check your pockets. Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do, I think we've got everything out of him. We're going...
You know what? I'm not gonna check my pockets.
You decide to leave your pockets unchecked. See? You two are the only ones who care about this little aside. People. People locked. Look. Oh, of course. Yes. Right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin. I've told you not to sound like a Great, now...
Right.
You have
A warning. The interior of the cabin... Very different, yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here. So focus up.
I think last time I took the knife again. So again, I will try to not do it.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Oh.
We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Did you also insist last time, and that's the only reason I had it?
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
But it's new, supposedly.
Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
This just makes me think of this one. So yeah, this is the prisoner end. But this time without a head. Continue before now here again, whole. Patient heart, a clever heart. So this is sitting around, this is taking the head. Oh. And then there is leaving her to die and then killing ourselves, which led into the cage.
Peachy. We'll be fine. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Yeah, I feel like we've been through this.
Normally, yeah, but not about wonderful. You do
Right,
exactly
so you're
that,
forced to
sweeping
pick
the blade
knife
from the
in
table
chapter 2
before
of this.
proceeding to the basement.
Interesting.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
I mean, I guess otherwise it wouldn't make
Moving on,
sense.
the door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old...
Otherwise it wouldn't make sense for the chapter 3, the cage, to be like, oh, you come here with a knife, try to kill me, blah, blah, blah. And then you don't.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty
Why is
chain
there
on the wall?
sometimes new dialogue?
Odd that in a place where everything...
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh?
It was.
Wait. What?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Wait. Wait, why did they mention the additional chain? Huh? This is kind of spooking me out. It was there, I guess. But they never mentioned it before. Huh. This is creepy. Why is this new dialogue? I'm just gonna leave her here.
The door locked behind us the last time we tried that, remember? As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine.
I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I'm gonna sit closer.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
Ooh. Chain fighting. That's pretty cool, honestly. I guess we're fighting now.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
So both her killing herself and then us killing herself, as well as us fighting, might go into this. Which is interesting because us fighting would make more sense with the cage than us killing ourselves after she kills herself.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
I'm gonna drop it.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Enter a violent confrontation. Slay her. And then she slays herself, huh? So there's just a shortcut to that.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own. You close your eyes, but that doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
Lovely.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds. And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that. This is worse than watching, and yet our eyes are still closed. Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes.
Huh. And now a choice. Do I want to go into the cage or do I want to stay in the prisoner? I think I will see what happens if I stay here.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart. The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
This really is a reversal on the witch scenario, huh?
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
So he's like, that's fair, but also I'm going to make it unfair again.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy. It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task and you performed it admirably. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. You have the attention span of a fly. How are we It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this, and especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty,
No,
and
it's
is
very
fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel with your work done, you remove...
Yeah.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. You don't have to act surprised, but if everything's gone...
Yeah. But this would be different compared to the other cage one. I guess we're doing things. But wasn't today's theme not to do it? I don't know. I fucked it up by saving and reloading. I shouldn't have done that. Don't know what I was thinking.
I'm so glad you're keeping it. Time passes. Decades. No, it... But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are. I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
I could have sworn I got the style
what he
already.
said. That's great. More happy time pass. That wasn't real happy. Don't apologize. Wait, your body lurked. You'll forgive me. You goddamn spiteful...
Wait, what? Huh. We're in the gray, not the cage. This is the water version of the gray. Oh. I see. This one leads into burning, and this one leads into watering. Huh. Oh.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop feeling.
Was the cold with us the last time too?
That's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing, and I like that just fine.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. The last time we were here, you were in full-blown denial about the possibility of us restarting. What changed?
I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me.
So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage.
That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed. It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade.
I guess the Grey is a very linear third chapter, right? Compared to some other third chapters, right? Like this one is like super sprawling, but this one just has 2 variations, it seems. Yeah. Lots of stuff here. One note here. Still so many chapter 3s I didn't get. Right? After 15 runs, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chapter 3s. So we got this ending once. We got this ending once. We didn't get this. So 1, 2, 3. Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we're about to have number 15, right? Because this one is now doubled and this one is now doubled. Well, we have seen like 2 of these, I just redid them.
And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave.
You already slew her? And you survived?
Yes.
Then why, pray tell, are you here?
Because of him.
Oh, I know that one. The gruff one stopped our heart and we died. Why?
Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward.
Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy.
We were bored.
There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything. How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die.
Oh.
And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead.
It's raining. It wasn't raining last time, or the time before that. The whole path is different.
Yes, things are different, aren't they? If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and her influence? It means exactly what I said. Don't over... And what is... Forget I said anything. I've probably already made things worse.
Come on, tell us your secrets. Haven't we been through enough? Don't we deserve to know?
No. Is there a reason it would be raining?
If there is, it doesn't matter. If a bit of rain is the best her influence can conjure, then we have nothing to worry about. A drenched corpse is still a corpse.
That's great to hear, but it doesn't matter. No hard feelings, right?
Of course not. No feelings at all.
Speak for yourself.
What? You wanted us to stay in the happiness void forever? I doubt that. She'll find a way out eventually, and the world will... We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is...
Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm
Well, might as well go to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. What we do is entirely up to us.
And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right?
You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure?
We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us.
Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world.
Why?
Because we should. I don't know. It's important.
Is it?
Yes. I think.
But is it really?
For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real.
Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Maybe we are.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. As soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mould and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall.
The last time we had the smitten with us here.
Her?
Because we came
It's
from
like
the
she
damsel.
isn't even there.
See? We killed her.
You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time.
Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
No, a table.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too?
Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this.
True.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. It's so You reach forward.
Yeah, we can see it now.
So much for our reflection.
No way left to go. The door to the basement
Aye.
groans open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again.
Barely.
She's just an old memory.
Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
So about last time, are we good? I think we have a lot to talk
You
about.
receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset.
You aren't helping.
Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
a bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain. This cell is a dark and isolated place, with
Yes,
not so much as a window to allow
lines are
starlight to
overlapping.
penetrate the sea. She's not just dead, it looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games.
Should the narrative not
If she's
be
dead, then
happy with
do
her
we
being
even have
dead?
to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Your thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
The water is gonna
You
rise.
turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
A ghost.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything.
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
I only killed you after you killed me. Wait, even now.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? It is, and it's rising fast. Bad, I bet. I don't think dying ever feels good. Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
And I didn't want to die.
I didn't
The
want to
water
the
is
first
rising
time.
faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place. Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die? Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? It's coming from some unseen place. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it.
Yes.
Some things aren't puzzles to be solved.
I don't think so.
Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are. Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Alright. Rush for the blade.
The princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps.
Slip.
The door bursts open,
Jesus.
a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold, I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing, we'll figure this out. Or we won't. It doesn't matter either way. But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived, its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness. I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please.
The past is the past.
There's no changing it.
You know, I first
There's
thought,
nothing
oh,
to-
drowning? This can't be as bad as
And there's
burning
not a lot we can do
alive.
about the present either. Not
This is pretty
unless
spooky,
we think
though.
like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Your lungs filled with water, the same way mine filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever.
She's gone. This. You're right. Part of me wants.
Ignore the cowards.
Alright, breaking time. There's nothing. Maybe I do. We got through this a lot quicker, you know? After the first one.
I think you know.
Yeah, sorry, blood. You don't need answers from the thing that lives in the mirror. You already know what you are. You're the long quiet, vast and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Wee.
Name ever the
You need answers before I can make a choice.
my very nature is paradox, but violence and
This is just the... This is the immediate combat.
of course I have a say. If we didn't, the winding path. Even as your eyes be if you're saying that, it's I kill you. You kill.
Okay, no, this is also that.
If you're saying that, it's because if you're saying
Yeah, okay. If you're saying that,
if you're saying
let's see.
if you're saying that violence and passion are dances that both of us know well, if this is what it takes to enlighten you, I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dark corners of a forgotten place flooded by emotions left unspoken. The tide rises.
Again, we didn't get to see... You don't get to see the last one ever. But you do grab the CDs here. You just don't get to actually see them, huh? That's all of those. So.
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I don't understand these special options. I still don't really understand this whole segment. I killed you while you tried to strangle me. When you flooded me with tears, I did not drown.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. You are divine. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Don't have that special option here. You're right. Without desire, we have no need for relationships. We would all be alone. Yes, without desire. You can't use eating me to prove that you're right. But my intentions do matter. I only freed you to save myself. Well, no. To be together. You cannot use eating me to prove that you're right.
You still cling to the horror of dying bodies that rot worlds apart from us. How many more vessels would you need to lose before you realize their irrelevance?
No. That's where you're wrong. They all matter.
That cold fire has left your eyes.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart. And there is almost nothing more terrifying
Okay,
than
apparently
sharing
this
it
was
with
a
another.
wrong option. That cold fire has left my eye. I don't understand the whole segment.
But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you.
But this one seems more like from here, right? From this.
Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I don't need to share my heart with anyone. I wish I could share my heart with you. You showed me your heart to break me. It was a terrible thing to see. That's what it takes to rid the world of suffering compared to solitude. I wish I could share my heart with you.
But you already have, in so many ways. It is beautiful and adored. When movement slows and the dust settles, I hope you'll leave with me. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other. but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
I don't get the special statements sometimes. Is it like a special condition attached to them that I would have needed to fulfill beforehand? If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there are no limits, then there's no difference between growth and decay. I don't understand what that means.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale?
At least we do get to see this one, unlike the second time where this one, the stranger, is not seen, right? We did not see this. So was it really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, huh? These last ones went so quickly. Like, this one was super long, then this one was decent, and then this one was decently long, and then this one was super fast, and this one was actually pretty fast too.
You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
I was so glad to dance with you. There was a marker of a life was shared. When we shared, there was agony, but it doesn't have to be like that. I would never want to hold the world still, but it's suffering the only alternative. Never want to hold the world still, it needs you. The only reason we weren't happy was because we couldn't forget. There's a version of that world worth living in. No. I was glad to dance with you. I don't care if there's like a weak option here or not.
And dance with me again, and we'll never have to stop.
But not this you. I don't know. Your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is, there is no constant. Open your eyes and it is from this you. There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have.
I can do this alone.
I don't think you can. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
It's time to resume.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I can do this out here on my own.
You can't, and
God damn it.
It's just us.
Okay, so this is definitely something we had before. This is a first run through of this event. It would be kind of poetic if I decided to slay her now, huh? Because last time I was like, kill, 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 and in the end, I didn't. And now I'm like, don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. And now in the end, I do.
It was a cruelty of this construct. Leave with me when the time comes, and we can find a true life together.
Your will rapidly dissolving. Can I make this not rapidly dissolve?
What we saw was a world without me. Everything will be okay, so long as we leave together.
Oh, wait. As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. If there is no What I offer you is not.
I can do this alone?
I don't think you can.
God damn it.
There's still a piece of... You can't, and...
God damn it. How do you do it? Return to the beginning and slay her. Return to a strange beginning and slay her. I don't think there's a way for us to leave, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. Destroy her without any outside help, and then fight through the new world. Defeat her without any outside help, and then offer her voice. I don't understand that part. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry.
Then try to destroy me if you can. But I will not yield easily to your delusion.
You don't have to face her alone.
I can't do this
I
alone.
don't think you can.
God
There's
damn
still
it.
a piece of me.
What is it with this alone bit?
You can't, and lucky for you...
Gosh darn it.
Ever the Violence has always been our language, hasn't it?
So yeah, slaying
this
just
is
leads
what it
into
takes to
this
save
again. This one always seems like the smart one, but... Reject authority.
What you mistake for
Continue to reject authority. You always use all these pretentious metaphors to pretend you're making grand proclamations about who I am and who you are, but really you aren't saying much of anything.
if my words
It doesn't even matter what I say to you because you're just going to keep telling me your perspective like it's some universal truth.
The only universal truth is that there are no universal truths. There is only you and me, existing in relation to the other. And I will not stop our dance until you understand.
A trick behind your back and a trick.
It was so much better when I was with your vessels. Even at their worst, they all still heard me.
They are mere fragments of a whole. They bought into delusion because none of them were able to see past themselves. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life.
I don't know
How
what you
deep
are, but
must
you aren't any of
repetition still our
them. You're just something
movements,
wearing their
until
skin.
even the air we breathe is stale. You cling to things that never truly existed. If it takes all of eternity to break your grip on petty, fickle, fleeting selves, both mine and yours, then I will break it.
So this is again the princess relaxes
Are
bit.
you still committed to my destruction? Or has your resolve started to waver?
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. Open your eyes and accept. Well, then.
I don't think you can.
God damn it. I don't understand this bit.
You can't, and lucky for you,
Alright, well, I'll take the blade.
that's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
You're really going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You don't have to. You know that, right? But if that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first. I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Alright, she's not chained up. God, this hurts, but at some point I need to do it. Especially after that first run we had. What the fuck?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller. Maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix this place, and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do
back.
that?
All
Are
the
you sure
way
that's
back.
what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? Take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Let's do it. I believe in us. Sorry, can't do that. Would resetting it do anything to help them?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
If you're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
We're gonna be back here.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
How do we know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this every single time. Forever. Eventually, something is going to be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
But not the you of this very moment. Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
Is it too late to go back to being a god?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
That earlier felt like a very meta commentary, right? I will not perpetuate the cycle because I'm a greedy human who wants to see all the art pieces. Well, let's do it.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I'll see you soon.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her. If you don't,
I cannot
it will
skip.
be the end of the world.
I do not have the options of oh, I always wanted to offer Monarch. No. Okay. Is it any one of them?
You're here.
Okay, it's any option you choose. Okay. This still does count as an ending. It isn't a legal loop, so to speak. There you go. The end of everything, the beginning of something new. So yeah. We did at least get to see this. And then this. So this is the equivalent here, looping just with her triple head self. And then this is the equivalent here. This is killing her bonus scene. But the outside, I don't understand. Like, this is obviously acceptance ending, right? This is all the cabin stuff, including slaying her. And this is destroy her without any outside help, and then find your new world, and then offer her grace. I don't... What is the without any outside help? Like, it has to be like choosing certain things in that battle sequence, but I don't know what. I don't know what is like a win or a loss. By the way, we still have a billion of things to explore, both in existing things. Like chapter 2s are basically all super open still. Yeah. Even this one. Even this one. This one too. Yeah, all the... And even this one, I'm missing this, right? So I need to do the stranger, but not as the first one, basically. And I still have this one to do these two with. This one I could arguably reload for. This one is done and done and done. This one is done and done. This one is quite a bit to do. This one is done and done. This one is still some things to do. God, this one fucked me up. What the hell? This is probably my favorite one in general. Like, I feel like this is actually even better than the ending in the terms of like feels department. Like, I legitimately, like, several times was about to cry during this and held myself back. The music for this one. This one was fucking rough. Yeah, and then gotta go down this path somehow, this path somehow, this path somehow, this path somehow, this path somehow. Probably down here. Like, what the fuck? Something. Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. Huh. Some weird ones still. Anyway. So I did manage to squeeze a full playthrough and still, even being 3 hours late. We went like what, from our first playthrough of 6 hours, last week was like 5 hours, today was 4 hours. Pretty good. Only went until like 3 AM. I need to wake up in 5 hours. Yay. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Cheers everybody for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. And next week, Friday, more Slay the Princess. More discovering things for the normal playthrough. And then tomorrow and Sunday, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Or maybe Indivisible. But probably Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay. Have a wonderful rest of the day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, or whatever other time of day it is for you. I'll see you around. Have a good one. Peace. The fucking thing got scary.